Hello and welcome back to the kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make cranberry bliss bars. That's right, super exciting, I know. You're going to start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees, and then you're going to cream together a cup of butter and a cup of brown sugar. And it's supposed to be melted butter for this. And a cup of brown sugar. Cool. And you're just gonna cream that together real good. On like medium. Alright, next you're going to add in a teaspoon of orange extract and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're also going to add 2 eggs. And then you're going to let that combine real well on medium speed again. I'm just going to scrape down the edges real quick. And this is essentially a blondie, if you've ever made blondie brownies before. Delicious. Looks super yummy already. I'm just gonna mix that a tad bit more. Alright, let's not do that too much. We don't want the butter to break. I forget about that sometimes. And next you're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of salt, and that's all. That's what is going in right now. And this part, you want to mix it until it's just combined. You do not want to overmix this part. Smell that ginger. Just gonna scrape it down real quick and then let it go again for a second. Already smells so yummy. I can really smell that orange extract. Ooh, that smells good. Alright, I think that's good. Looks all combined. I see no dry flour anymore. All the yumminess off of there. And then next, you're going to add in a cup of white chocolate chips and 3/4 cup of craisins. And I use the 50% less sugar craisins because regular craisins have an insane amount of sugar. If you've never looked at them, it's obscene. And then I'm just going to gently mix this part in with my spatula because I do not want to overmix that. Alright, and now so useful, but so heavy. You're going to get like a cookie sheet or like a brownie pan, whatever this is. This one is 13 by 9, but you can also use up to like a 15 by 10. Obviously, the bigger the pan, the thinner the bars are going to be, and this one is going to be the closest if you're trying to get it like the Starbucks cranberry bliss bar. And this is a mock recipe of that, a copycat recipe of the Starbucks cranberry bliss bars. And then you're just gonna pour that into this, a sheet lined with parchment paper, And you want to leave the parchment paper overlapping a little bit so that you can pull them out easier afterwards. And now I'm just going to take my spatula and kind of try and get this evenly on the bottom of this. Now it's so pretty. This is just what it looks like. And then you're going to throw it into the oven at 350 for about 18 to 22 minutes until it's golden brown around the edges. And you don't want to overbake it. Be careful to not overbake it. Also, depending on if you're using a non-stick pan, it'll cook faster with a non-stick pan. So I will be back in approximately 18 minutes when this is done. Alrighty, so I ended up cooking mine the full 22 minutes, and the edges are nice and a light golden brown. And you're gonna let this cool completely, and then we're gonna do the topping. So I'm just gonna set it on a wire rack. Ooh. Too cool. And then I'll be back whenever that is. Probably be like an hour, I assume. Sure looks yummy. Alrighty, while my bars are cooling, I'm going to show you how to make the frosting for this. And I'm going to start off with 1 cup of powdered sugar and see how that goes. I might add a little more depending on the consistency. And you're also going to add 1 block of cream cheese to this, and then you're going to beat that until it's combined well. You want the cream cheese to be soft and left at room temperature for a little while, you know. In you go. Oh. Okay. Fine. Alrighty, and to this, you're going to add half a teaspoon of the orange extract and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Man, that stuff smells good. Oh, I got powdered sugar everywhere. Alright, now let that go again. I'm just gonna wipe down the edges really quick. Alright, I'm gonna add a little more of the powdered sugar so that it gets a tad thicker. It's snowing. Alright, this looks like a pretty good consistency, because that's gonna sit on top of it, you know, it's the frosting. Let me give it a little tasty taste. Oh yeah, that orange extract is so yummy. Alright, let me see here. Let's see if this is cool enough. Still a tad warm. You want it completely cool before you start this, otherwise the frosting will just melt off. Even if it's still a little warm, don't do it. Okay. Well, while you're waiting for it to cool, you can also chop up a third of a cup of craisins. Just chop it up roughly, and then you're going to sprinkle it on top after you put on the frosting. And then you're also going to melt like 2 blocks of melting chocolate, or I got almond bark. You're just gonna melt 2 blocks and you're gonna kind of drizzle that over the top after the frosting. Alrighty, and that's just microwaved, and then you're gonna take a fork and like over the top. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this frosting on here. Yummy. Delicious. Alrighty, and this is fun. This is the fun part. You get to decorate it, make it look all fancy. Let's see here. Alright. Now I'm gonna sprinkle cranberries all over. And you know, if you want, you can add more or less chopped cranberries. You can add extra stuff to it too if you want, like nuts maybe, or you could do orange zest in the frosting. And then the white chocolate, you're just gonna kind of do this. And really, you can do this with other chocolate too if you want. It doesn't have to be white chocolate. This is just to get it like the Starbucks Cranberry Bliss bar. And after I do this, I'm just gonna pop it back in the freezer for just a couple minutes so that I know everything's set. 'Cause this chocolate is also a little bit warm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just going everywhere a little bit, but that's okay. It's just white chocolate. Nice and beautiful, but I'm gonna throw it in the microwave or in the freezer. Oh my word! Alrighty, I just threw it in the freezer for 5 minutes, and now I'm going to cut it, or attempt to, anyways. Let's see if I can get it to look like the real thing. I mean, it looks good to me. I'll come show you. Oh yeah, I mean, Starbucks who? Let's see how it tastes. So good. Surprisingly easy to make. It is not overly insanely sweet, which I love. Please make this yourself. You will not regret it. Easy peasy. But yeah, any variations, I could see you adding maybe some nuts, or you could add some clove to it, maybe some cinnamon. I would imagine would be really yummy. And can't really think of anything else, so I guess I will see you guys later. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and please share this with your friends. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.